Hi friends, welcome on Europedia, and this video is very interesting video and inspirational video for all of you. In fact, this is interaction video. I have interacted with one student who eventually due to his commitment and dedication and determination got top 3 Ivy League colleges in United States of America. I am talking here about Pranav Swaroop. He is a civil engineer, and last year he aspired to get into IIT Bombay and IIC Bangalore. He wrote GATE twice, and he is a civil engineer. He wrote GATE twice, and his dream was to get into IIT Bombay or IIC Bangalore. He couldn't get it. You know, IIC Bangalore, IIT Bombay, they are not among top 100 QS ranked universities. He eventually could not get it. Now, what happens in such situations? Majority of the students, and as you know, Europedia is also largest platform mentoring students for getting admission in top Indian institutes like IICs, IITs, triple IITs, NITs and all. So, it is my personal experience that when students do not get IIT Bombay, IIC Bangalore, they end up getting other institutes. Okay, if not IIT Bombay, let's say IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, IIT Kanpur, or even if not IIT, let's old IITs, let's go to IIT Hyderabad, IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT Tirupati. If not second generation IITs, then go to NITs, old NITs, new NITs. That is how you keep on changing. But Pranav Swaroop did not do something like that. Pranav Swaroop thought, if not IIT Bombay, not IIC Bangalore, why not better than that? Now ask yourself, how many of you will take that kind of decision? तो जब आपने डिसाइड किया कि मेरे को IIT Bombay, IIC Bangalore नहीं मिला, and that happens somewhere in the months of April, May, June, आपको पता लगना स्टार्ट होता है. We are making this video in June now. अभी तक आपको पता लगना स्टार्ट हो जाता है कि you are not going to get IIT Bombay or IIC Bangalore. And then you think of, okay, what can be better than that? And Pranav Swaroop started analyzing the things. Obviously, he was in contact with us and he was seeing the videos of other students also, and he realized that, okay, is international opportunity also there for me? And then why not better QS ranked university than that? He started exploring, and friends, it is gonna take 6 months. So he started exploring the opportunities, and then in 2024 he started getting opportunities in March, April, May, June, and now when I am making this video, Pranav has already got a couple of top QS ranked university selection. Columbia University ranked 23, University of Michigan Ann Arbor, that is 33, University of Illinois, and he is going to join University of Illinois because it is supposed to be the best university for civil engineers. So QS ranked university 64, and some more QS ranked universities. So many of the QS ranked universities better than IIC and IIT Bombay. Please listen to the entire interaction with Pranav, and in case you people have got admission in IITs but still you want into top institutes, get in touch with the mentors of Europedia. Fulfill your dreams to get educated at the top universities in the globe, and it has many advantages. So listen to the entire video, and I am very sure you will get lot of insight, lot of information. Hi Pranav, welcome to Europedia.
Hi sir, thank you.
Okay, so Pranav, you got multiple selections in top global institutes, including Ivy League University, Columbia University, and you're a civil engineer. You got MS selections in these universities. So many congratulations for that.
Thank you sir.
So Pranav, this my session with you is going to be very informative. I'm going to ask a couple of things from you, and I'm very sure that we very helpful to all the students who are listening to us, especially those who want to get into top global institutes for MS programs. So I start with a brief background. Pranav, tell us which part of India you are from and from where you got graduation, in which domain of education you have taken your graduation, and after the graduation, what were you doing?
Yes sir, sure. So my name is Pranav Swaroop. I am from southern part of India, from Karnataka. I studied my bachelor's in Malnad College of Engineering. I graduated in the year 2021 in the field of civil engineering. Right after my completion of bachelor's, I started preparing for GATE examination for a year, where I attempted 2022 and 2023 GATE examinations, where I secured 97 percentile in 2023. despite of not getting into top IITs, I made my mind to apply for universities abroad. I finally shortlisted some of the universities and started applying there. Parallel, I was a tutor in a local tuition center. I very used to teach civil engineering subjects like strength of materials and estimation, costing, surveying, many more. Also, I worked as a BIM modeler, where my job role is to model railway stations, buildings in a 3D models in a company called Sicon Design India Private Limited. So this is my background, sir. Now I have got admit from all the universities I applied for.
So you could not get IITs which are below 150 QS ranks, and you got 23, or what is the QS rank of Columbia University?
It's 23, I guess, sir.
23, yeah. So you got 23. So that is a message. There's a hidden message in that. Like if you don't get one, if one door does not open, maybe
Correct.
better door will open. And your case is a typical example of that. And that is what I keep on telling students, that there are opportunities. And you
Yeah.
should explore the opportunities, and you have explored a couple of opportunities, Pranav. And that is what exactly what I want to discuss with you. Like what are the various options we have. So Pranav, before we go forward, I would request you to maybe share your screen and tell the students where you got selection, because there are,
Sure.
I think, 7-8 universities now.
Correct, sir. Sir, even though IIT is a great university here in India, God said,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yes, I
deserve
do
more
agree.
than IITs.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a Ivy League University admit. I
Yeah.
got it on 29th March.
Oh.
I think I applied on 14th. Let me show my email. Yeah, January 14th,
Mm-hmm.
the date I applied for this. And I also had to give a video interview there, where
Okay.
they will ask me three questions. Like it is a pre-loaded questions we need to answer. In that, they will see how I communicate. Like I am I mentally fit. They will see that those kind of things here in the video
Okay.
interview. I also
Mm-hmm.
submitted that.
Okay.
After
So what
a
are those
month,
typical three questions, Pranav, if you can tell us?
they asked me about why Columbia University and what do you mean by integration. Uh, for what is integration, I answered collaboration. But ultimately, when I was checking in the Google Chrome, it said, to be honest, what is honesty? They were asking what is honesty, but I answered what collaboration is. Like I linked the question to my job role, and as a tutor, what I did in the previous experience, I explained in that question, but typically entered the wrong question. But ultimately, I got the admit. That's all I want to
Okay.
say. It
Okay.
won't depend on one single profile, but they will look holistically. They might
Okay.
see your CV, SOP, LORs, and many more.
Mm.
What we have done
Okay.
in the previous. This is the
Mm.
typical acceptance from Columbia universities.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
After getting this, I couldn't believe myself. I'm getting into Ivy League.
Uh,
Once I couldn't make into IITs, now I am admitted to Ivy League.
mm.
I couldn't believe myself.
That is how, this is the life throws surprises, good and bad, both. Because
Yeah.
after 2 years of your rigorous effort in GATE, if you could not get IIT and you got Ivy League college, that is summarizes everything.
Yes, sir. I was so
Mm.
happy to get this.
Yeah, yeah. So this is one college you got, because
Yes, sir.
I wanted you to tell us. I mean, I was seeing in your LinkedIn profile you have mentioned one, all the colleges and their QS ranking which you got. If you can show us that slide, yeah.
LinkedIn
Yeah.
is very crucial for master students, especially for master students for US who are going for US.
So what is very crucial?
LinkedIn, overall
Yes.
maintaining the LinkedIn profile and updating day to day.
So
Those
can
are all
you can you
crucial.
also, Pranav, tell, because I keep on telling students this, since you have
Mhm.
touched this point, I would like to ask you why you think LinkedIn is very important for students, and from which stage they should start making their LinkedIn profile, and how they should handle the LinkedIn profile for career.
First of all, LinkedIn. Why LinkedIn? For this question, I would like to answer. it's not US university is not like India, where you will be sitting in the placement where college will assist you to get a job. US is entirely different, where you need to work on yourself. The only way to showcase your professional experience is through LinkedIn. The recruiter can see all your past experience and your
Okay.
college gradings through LinkedIn. So
Okay.
I say LinkedIn is very crucial. Not only me, many of my seniors also recommend me to update my LinkedIn profile day basis.
Okay. And how it should be updated and what should be reflected in LinkedIn? So if you can tell that also a little bit.
Uh, like whatever we done in our daily life, like not daily life, but whatever you feel important with respect to professional career, you need to update those. That's all.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I got admits from all the universities I applied for, so I made a poster for that.
Okay.
Here it is. I made
Yes.
a poster
So you
and
got QS, yeah. Columbia
yeah,
University, University of Michigan, and these are
University of
the
Illinois,
QS
Urbana-Champaign.
rankings.
Yeah, I also
Mm.
mentioned the QS rankings to get a better idea.
Mm.
Here,
So one thing
for
which you have not mentioned here is like the courses which you have got, because Columbia University may got construction management, right, Pranav?
yes, sir, construction management from all the universities.
Okay. You have also mentioned University of Michigan. You have mentioned public Ivy League, and Columbia University you mentioned Ivy League. Can you tell us the difference?
It's like it's Columbia University is definitely everyone recognize it as Ivy League, but University of Michigan is near to Ivy League. We can't call it as a Ivy League. Mostly Ivy Leagues are private universities. They are privately funded, so it is mentioned as Ivy League. I made a difference in University of Michigan and University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. You have to seek the attention. Like I'm going for University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. I don't want it to be simply blank. I wanted to add public Ivy Leagues in order to grab the attention from the people. That's all.
So have
It's
you
not.
decided where eventually you are going to join, Pranav?
Yes, sir. I finalized University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. I have a reason behind it. In order to leave Columbia Universities, I also got my visa recently, previous week,
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
University of Illinois.
Okay. Hmm. So when are you going to join it?
The class commences on August 26th.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I
So
have
University of
one and a half
Illinois, you are
months.
going to join, huh?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you have given, you have not mentioned the reason. I think you said that you have got visa for that. Is that the only reason?
Mm. No, 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 it's not the major reason. This, like, even though Columbia University is Ivy League, University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign stand first in the entire US for first for civil engineering. It stands
Okay.
first in
Okay.
departmental
For civil
ranking.
engineering, it is very good. That is what you are saying.
Yeah,
And which
number
course you
one.
are going in?
I'm going for master's in civil engineering with a specialization of construction management.
Okay. So you were trying for construction management only.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Whereas when I check the Columbia University's departmental ranking, it is top 20, even though it
Okay.
is Ivy League.
Mm-hmm. So
Well,
so how many total universities you applied, Pranav?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 universities, sir.
Only seven you applied, huh?
Yes, sir.
And you got selected in all.
Yes.
100% conversion.
But in University of Wisconsin Madison, there I applied for two programs. One is Master of Science in Research and Master of Science Professional.
Okay.
I got a rejection in Master of Science Research.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only rejection I got.
Okay.
But I got
Mm.
admitted to professional course.
Okay. So when did you complete your graduation, Pranav?
I completed my bachelor's in the year 2021.
21. And that is
Yes.
from which college?
It's not from IIT. It's a good reputed college here in my hometown. It is Malad College of Engineering.
Okay, wonderful. So now from 21 to 23, you were worked in civil engineering for small duration of time, right?
Yes, sir.
So was that not an impediment for you during your interview or something? Because as we say in India,
Mhm.
they prefer people with their job experience, or otherwise they count it as a gap. Did you face that problem anywhere in the interview?
You mean visa interview?
Visa interview or professors must have interacted with you. No? Did
No,
any professor had interview with you during the process?
No, sir. No professor were involved in this process.
Okay, so that is only for PhD programs, not
PhD,
for
yes,
MS.
yes, sir.
That is only recorded questions.
Yeah, it was recorded questions. Why Columbia universities and general questions. Two general questions.
Okay, okay. Okay, so these were the things, Pranav.
Yes,
Now
sir.
coming to when did you start applying and when was the last application you uploaded? Like now we are sitting in June. So when did you start it in 2023, entire process?
Right after giving my GATE examination, I think March. I started in the March 2023, and I
23
started.
March you started. So
Yes,
you
sir.
started parallelly applying for foreign universities also.
No, 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 no. Like after completing my GATE examinations,
Yeah.
uh, in March, after getting the key answers, somewhere felt that I couldn't make it to top IITs. My interest was to go for IIT Bombay and IIC Bangalore.
Okay.
After checking the key answers, I felt it is hard to get into those. But let's try something different, like something to achieve something.
Better than that.
Yeah, better than that. I started seeing your videos through YouTube, and I started applying
Mm-hmm.
for abroad university. No, sorry, started preparing for abroad universities, like preparing CV, SOPs, LORs,
Mm-hmm.
all those kind of things.
Okay, wonderful. So you started. When did you start applying for universities?
uh, Different programs has different deadlines. Like most of the universities I applied for were having deadlines in the November, December, January, even February. I applied in those season, like from November to February.
So March 2023 till November, you were
Mhm.
preparing and putting your things together, SOPs, cover letters, and everything.
Yeah, parallel, like I was a tutor basically. Parallel, I was giving some time for preparing these documents.
Okay. So, but do you think that much of time is required, like March 2023 till November 2023?
No, sir, we can also complete within a month. But as I was seeking, I was very determined to go in the year 2024 for my masters. I started taking the process slowly. Slow and steady means the rest. That's what I believe, and started preparing my documents.
Okay.
Eh,
So, Pranav, do you think like students who recently tried for IITs now, there are so many students who are not happy with what they got in IIT. That's maybe similar to you. You wanted Bombay and IIC Bangalore. And there are so many students because your PD, as you know, is the largest platform mentoring students for post-grad counseling also. So there are so many students who say, sir, I wanted structure, I wanted this, I wanted that, I could not get it. Now, obviously, I liked your attitude. If you did not get Bombay, why not better college than Bombay? Why not Ivy League? Now, that but kind of boldness, that kind of confidence, that kind of zeal is required in the students, and there are so many students who actually maybe following these kind of things, which we are discussing. But now the question comes: at what stage should they start their effort? Now this is June month is going to end, and we have July, August, September, October. Do you think the time is sufficient for 2025 session if they want to join?
uh, yes, sir. It is. There is much of time. First of all, I would like to say there are two intakes. One is spring and other is fall.
Mm,
If you are targeting 2025 fall, you have sufficient time for that.
mm,
Even though, like if it is spring 2025, you have sufficient time for that too.
mm,
Uh, if we take the timeline, it takes hardly a month or 2 months for preparing the documents like CV and SOP, even the LO, and then you need to research on the universities. Crucial part is shortlisting the universities which you want to go.
mm.
Here I made a mistake before shortlisting the universities. I would like to say in the later videos, but a person who is looking to study abroad has a sufficient time if we start even today.
Mm. So when you mention spring and fall, students are not very much aware about these terminologies. Can you little elaborate that?
If I have to tell about the fall, most of the admission takes place in the season of fall. Like it's a time when most of the international people start going for seeking the admission there. The spring is somewhat, it's like a lateral entry. Like I'm not sure, but this is what I think. It's a
No,
lateral.
I wanted to know the timeline, Pranav. Like spring starts when, fall starts when, and when you should apply.
The classes for the fall season start from in the August. In the
Okay,
For the spring, it starts 6 months early. In the month of
January.
January. Yeah.
Now think of if a student wants to join January 2025, when
Mhm.
he or she should start.
For January intake, the deadlines might be on November.
Okay,
So keeping November in mind, they need to prepare 2 to 3 months before.
okay. That means even now, if student
Mhm.
is putting effort, he can join in January
Definitely,
2025, right?
definitely, sir, definitely.
Wonderful. Okay, can we come out of it, Pranav? Can we come out of it so that discussion becomes better from screen sharing? Yeah. Now, let me ask you more about the requirements and credentials. You said CV is required, SOP is required, cover letter is required, and transcripts may be required. Other than that, what exams students are to clear about GRE, IELTS, TOEFL? Please tell about that also.
So here is the interesting part, sir. Before shortlisting universities, one should look into the university's website where they can
Okay.
see like what are the requirements to get the admission. Here in my case, University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, not at all required IELTS. They can take TOEFL or Duolingo. Most of my people made it to UIUC by just taking Duolingo exam. It
Okay.
cost like I don't know. It is somewhere around 4,000 to 5,000 rupees when compared to IELTS, which is 3 times higher than the price of Duolingo.
Okay.
So I would say don't just blindly give IELTS.
Mm.
You need to research on the universities and then make your decision whether to take IELTS or not. There are many
Okay.
options. Even you
Mm.
can ask the professor and you can waive the English proficiency test.
Okay.
In my case, I took IELTS and I got 7 bats.
Mm.
It was sufficient to make it to UIUC and all the universities I got. Even if you score 6.5, it is more than enough. Like all the in, like all the reading, listening, speaking, it should be nearly no. It should be more than 6.5. You need to make qualify into all the universities.
Mm.
So for GRE, I didn't pick GRE, even though I prepared for GRE for 2 months. Uh, I can
So
see the
can you
result.
keep your mic close to your mouth, Pranav, because it is a little less audible. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, I didn't took GRE, even though I prepared for 2 months. Reason is because I got family issues at the end, and the deadlines was very nearby. So I didn't took, but I got into top universities. I don't regret that of not taking GRE.
Mm.
For this, you need to have a good profile overall. That's
Mm.
all I need to say.
Mhm. So when we say good profile, what do we mean
Mhm.
by that? And I will request you to show your CV also to the
Yeah.
students
Mhm.
from where they can make it up. Okay, this is what is good profile, and what should be reflected in CV. Typically, Ivy League MS student ka CV, how it should look like.
Sure, sir.
Yeah,
This is my CV.
yeah,
In the first section, you need to. Basically CV is in the format of US. For US universities, we'll be having a different format, and for Europe universities, the other format. In this CV, it tells my name here and my contact details, and next is education. It tells about the bachelor's, and I did
okay,
diploma after my 10th grade, and it is mentioned here, and class 10th.
okay,
Good profile in the sense we need to be having good CGPA, good
okay,
percentage
good.
in all the
Mm,
education. And
okay,
here I mentioned research interest. It should be related to your course you will be applying for. So I took all these from my transcripts. All that it is present in my transcript or here. And the third part is relevant coursework, which I studied in the bachelor's, diploma, everything. And here comes a professional experience. I worked as a BIM modeler in the Second India Private Limited, Bangalore, and I mentioned the dates till from here to here. I worked here, and here important thing is highlighting the important keywords. Here I mentioned in the BIM modeler BEP. What is BEP? I told BIM execution plan. and I use
Okay.
the software called Rivet, Navisworks, BIM 360. All the
Mm,
important key points should be highlighted so that
mm,
whoever checking is their eyes goes through this. Even though if they won't read all these things, they will just see Rivet, Navisworks, and they think the person is well experienced in this field.
mm, mhm,
Here comes the research experience after my professional experience.
mhm,
It
mm,
tells about the what kind of research I did in the undergraduation and diploma, all those things. Here, same thing.
mm,
Timeline is most important, and the highlighting the key points is also important.
mm,
Here also I mentioned the softwares and important things like it's the total station. Important in the civil engineering is the hardware part of the thing. Total station, auto level, theodolite, all those are important.
mm,
Also mentioned about the internships. Same thing, timeline and any important software need to highlight it. Ultimately, the skills. Whatever you mentioned here from professional experience to internship should be mentioned here.
mm,
Hardware, software, any language if you know, it can be entered here so that the whoever person looking will get a clear idea how the person is good at the softwares and hardwares.
mm, mm,
And certifications, I think it is not mandatory but it is added advantage if you have very
mm,
good certifications. Like in this case I have a certificate from Google, fundamentals of digital marketing, where it shows knowledge about the marketing skills, even though I am
mm,
applying for construction management. And
mm,
these were given in my undergraduation, so I did those certificates.
mm,
This is a hyperlink certificates, all these are hyperlinks. If I click here, it will go to the it will show the certificate, actual
mm,
certificate.
mm,
Instead of
yeah.
simply putting the certificates like this, if we provide the proof, it will be more effective.
Mm,
And here is the achievements. I explained whatever I did from my 10th grade. Here I mentioned about the sports,
mm,
extracurricular activities, where I played
mm,
national level and state level. Here also I gave a proof certificates. If I press this, it
mm,
will be loading. Yeah. All the
mm,
certificates will be loaded here.
mm,
They can
okay.
see my certificates,
Mm,
all the certificates.
mm,
It is like a proof. Instead of just saying blurring, bluffing there, they
mm,
can easily believe here.
mm,
It's a proof. In the achievements, it's done. And yeah, all those things. Like I participated in the national level business plan where I helped to create my own ideas and present it over the group of panelists. And I also had certificates. Here also certificate. This also a proof. It will help you more if you show the proof. Leadership experience. This is one part I had, but so I created one compartment for this and I explained whatever I did here. I
mm,
was a teaching assistant during my bachelor's in the
mm,
CAD laboratory.
mm,
For this proof, I had it in the LOR given by that same professor. I'll show you later, sir. Also, for my project, I received 85,000 funding. Also had an acknowledgement and I showed here.
mm,
And hobbies. Hobbies also important. They look for holistic approach, right? So we need to mention whatever we have, like whatever we are good at. Here I mentioned about the bee tuition as a hobby. Here I also gave a hyperlink for LOR given by this president of Gnanabindu Coaching Center. And
mm,
I was a cyclist enthusiast.
mm,
For this, uh, I didn't have any proof for that. I couldn't paste the photo, but somehow I wrote here.
mm,
Artist. If I press on arts, it will go for whatever sketches I have done. These are the sketches. All this related to civil engineering. So I didn't hesitate to put those.
mm,
So similar creator, I have a YouTube channel where I post my cycling videos and life blogs. I also
mm,
inputted that. And last thing
mm,
is reference.
Okay.
These are the people who gave me a letter of recommendations. So
Mm.
I gave their contact details and their names. So this was
Mm.
my LOR of 3 pages.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah,
So that is what we talk about, your percentages and your projects and your internships, soft skill, hard skills. These should get reflected. So
extracurriculars.
typically, what is the
Yes,
length of the CV should be, Pranav?
there is no rule for that. It should be. I would say I would recommend it to be 2 to 3 pages, sir. If you have very good research profile, it can go up to four
Okay.
pages, but it
Mm.
won't matter a lot, sir.
Okay. Mm. Okay. So Pranav, I'll also request you to show us your SOP and cover letter, if you can show us that also for a couple of Ivy League universities.
This is my personal statement. Different universities call it as a statement of purpose, personal statement. It doesn't matter, but all the content here are same.
Mm. Mm.
It is typically for Columbia universities, where they will say the personal statement should be in this format and the font size should be well, and they also mention about the text style, and they also told me to mention name on the top of the document in every pages in the footer and header.
Okay.
They also told me to leave line spaces so we can see the spacing between the lines are 1.5. So all
Okay.
these will be mentioned in their website itself.
Okay.
So here the personal statement is of 4 pages. We shall go para by para, explaining all the paras in detail. In first para, I explained how my background was, like how my interest went into civil engineering right from the childhood. So I build a story. I To be honest, I use ChatGPT for this in order to paraphrase my sentence. And typically, the story was from my side, but I use ChatGPT for paraphrasing. In the second, after my 10th grade, what I did diploma. So I explained the things I did in the diploma and the subjects I liked and extracurriculars in the diploma in the second paragraph.
Mm.
And also mentioned about the DCET, Diploma Common Entrance Test. In case of PUC, they can input of CET.
Mhm.
The where I secured 99.93 percentile, highlighted those. The numbers are important because if we are seeing the second paragraph, it directly jumps like all our eyes directly jumps to the numbers. So numbers are important. Here I said 60. Out of 60 people in the class, I was a top student, top one student.
Okay.
In the third paragraph, after completing my diploma, what I did in the bachelor's.
Mm.
Here I mentioned the college name and what I did in the bachelor's, my research experience basically.
Mm.
Uh, I worked on the research called in the field of construction, which I am applying for. So it was very helpful for me.
Mhm.
And also mentioned about the internships
Mm.
during my bachelor's.
Mm.
And I talked about the professor uh,
Mm.
who was a guide for my project. So
Okay.
I mentioned about him and what I did here. And also for that project, I got recognition from New Age Innovation Network and where I
Mhm.
got the funding. All the important things I mentioned
Mm.
here.
Mm.
The important thing is in my entire bachelor's, I of 3 years, I only went for 1.5 years because of Corona. Even though I
Mm.
managed to input most of the data here,
Mhm.
like more I was very blank, like what to write here. Like I don't have
Mm.
anything to write, but
Mm.
ultimately after thinking a lot, I somehow remembered the things and inputted all the things. Like you should be
Mm.
not thinking that like I want to say nothing go waste. You need to
Mm.
be aware of everything and you need to input here.
Mm.
Like after my bachelor's, in the next paragraph, I told about my professional journey. I had an
Mm.
offer from this company during my campus selection, but I didn't opt at that. I prepared for GATE examination, and
Mm.
ultimately I worked as a BIM modeler in this
Mm.
company. Yeah,
Mm.
this para was for that,
Mm.
and this para is entirely for extracurriculars.
Mm.
It is also very crucial. Here I told about my sports journey and participation in the co-curriculars during my college cultural festival,
Mm.
and also told my volunteer service. Every Sunday, I used to manually water roadside trees and parks. So I also mentioned that in order to showcase my volunteer skills. And about the cycling, like your hobbies, you can input here. And this paragraph says, why master's degree? Why you want to do master's? Short and simple. Because of my interest, passion, I chose to do. And if there is any problem you need to solve, so I chose to do masters. It could be like that. And anything, it should be creative. This paragraph should be creative. Why master's degree? And this is what you will be going to say during visa interview as well. So you need to be thorough with this. And in the last paragraph, why Columbia universities? Like what is unique in Columbia universities? Why I chose to study in Columbia universities? So this paragraph is entirely dedicated for Columbia universities.
Okay.
Columbia University. Here, the biggest, if you ask me what is important, all the paragraph, I would say this last paragraph is very crucial.
Okay.
Here, before applying for Columbia universities, I attend their webinar. There, they explain about their uniqueness of their universities, how it is different from other universities, and I carefully listened to them and I noted important keynotes. I know that it will be important during the application. I need to mention during the SOPs. So I noted all the keywords during webinar, and I inputted all the keywords and made a sentence out of that and like inputted here. So this is very crucial for me. Like I told them why I want to be in the Columbia universities, because I'm getting top-notch education. It is my interest is towards sustainability in construction, and Columbia University providing that, and also it allows top construction professionals to educate us, thereby gaining the real-world knowledge from them. So I chose to do to study in Columbia universities. So this is crucial. So this is my SOP for Columbia universities.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, we should be tailoring for other universities. It should not go for other university. What I did for University of Illinois and Michigan, I changed last two paragraphs.
Okay. Understood.
So this was SOP.
Okay. So when we say cover letter, how it is different from SOP?
Sir, to be honest, I don't have cover letter. They
Okay.
nowhere asked about cover letter during the
Okay.
admission process.
Okay.
So I didn't
Okay.
have that.
Okay. So SOP only is asked, CV is asked, huh? These two things.
SOP, CV, and LOR.
LORs. Okay. So is there any format of LOR also? I mean, when that you have to write, or that format they only mail to professor and all?
Basically, here in India, I think most of the professors won't write LORs for us because they'll be too busy. So most of my friends and me wrote our LORs for ourselves. And also, like what I did was I prepared LOR and I talked to the professor and I gave the LOR for him first.
Obviously, if they
Yeah.
accept it, then they will
Yeah.
give you a
I
recommendation.
told them if there is any changes to be made or if I have mentioned anything which is not in favor of you, let's delete that. And
Okay.
we did it. But
Yeah.
no professor said delete those. I don't
Okay.
want this. But they accepted
Obviously, you
it.
have written authentic only, so they
Yeah.
will not do that.
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. So can we come out of it now, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, Pranav, I'm coming to the last part, which is the also most important part, and that is related to the fee structure and scholarships and all. So, MS may one thing which stops Indian students from exploring opportunities abroad is very high fee structure abroad, and they feel that they cannot give that much of money. Their parents cannot give that much of money. As I told you, there will be so many students who will be interested to join these Ivy League colleges, and they have credentials also. But what stops them is, the fee structure of that college. So please throw some light on that. How much is the total expenditure, and from where to manage the fees, and how much is the scholarship, something like that.
First of all, I'm not from a great family. I'm from a middle class family. But if you ask me, we can obviously can manage the finances by taking loans, by talking to professor, getting assistantships, doing part-time
Mm,
jobs. We can definitely manage.
mm,
Uh, in my case, I took education loan. Uh, like my course structure has like in my I-20, the tuition fees is $21K
okay.
for a semester. Totally, it would
Mm,
be $60,000 for 3 semesters. And
okay.
if I
So
add a
your
living
course is three
expense,
semesters, huh?
yes, sir.
Okay.
It's not like 3 semesters, it is of 4 semesters. but we can choose to complete within 3 semesters.
Okay.
Yeah, it is also acceptable then.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
it's nearly $100K
Hmm.
in the I-20, but it won't cost us a lot there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, in my case, in University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign,
Hmm.
it doesn't matter how many subjects we take in first semester, it will cost us the same. If I take 5 subjects, it will cost me $21K. If I
Hmm.
take one subject, it will cost me the same. So
Hmm.
by taking more subjects in the first and second semester, we can save up a lot of money. It is not a credit based there. Only in the
Okay.
third semester, it depends like how many subjects you are left with. It will be charged only for that.
Okay.
So we can save a lot of money. When I asked about the seniors, they said the whole UIC journey will cost less than 45 to 50 lakh,
Okay.
including the
So
living
though it
cost.
looks like 100K, which is 80
Yes.
lakh, eventually it is 45 lakh.
Yes, 45 lakh.
Okay. So
We
how
can
that
also,
reduction is there because of scholarship or something, or
no,
because
sir.
of?
In the I-20, they mention about the living expense. They consider their hostel, campus
Hmm.
living.
Okay.
It is more expensive than off campus. So I chose
Okay.
to live in off campus. So ended up saving a lot of money.
Okay. Hmm.
You can also apply for scholarships when we land there and ask for assistantship under professor. It could be research assistant, teaching, or graduate.
Hmm.
If we opt those, the entire tuition fees will be zero, and we
Hmm.
will be paid stipend of
Okay.
one to $2K.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we need to be proactive. It's
Hmm.
not like once you land there, you should be chill out there. You need to, the day starts from day one. You need to start
Hmm.
approaching professors, seniors, and
Hmm.
start applying for internship in the day one.
Hmm.
So it
Hmm.
starts like that.
Hmm. So if you keep pushing and if you're
Yes,
proactive, as you said, you
yes.
can earn there, right? And save
Yeah.
money.
You can even literally make a tuition fees zero if you are
Hmm.
pushing every day. Even
Okay.
master students can make it easy.
Hmm. So that if you get everything okay, then how much money will be required eventually? Though you have taken education loan also.
Like from what was said from seniors was max to max, it will cost me 50 lakhs.
Okay. Hmm.
So
And
in
coming to
yes, sir.
education loan, Pranav, do you get easily education loan?
Yeah, educations are easily available. You need to do a lot of research on that. I took
Hmm.
education loan from a bank called KVB, Karur Bank, where the rate
Hmm.
of interest is 10 percentage.
Okay.
You need to do research on yourself, and you
Okay.
need to choose one.
Okay. Hmm. So the collateral and everything is required for that, huh?
Yes, sir. There are two things. One is collateral, non-collateral. I opted
Hmm.
for collateral as the rate of interest got down for
Reduced.
1%. Yeah,
So public bank or private bank, which one is better?
it totally depends, sir. We need to check their facilities and
Okay.
rate of interest, of course.
Okay.
Like
Hmm.
like I heard from the seniors that some banks charge us the transaction fees, like hidden charges, we can say.
Okay.
So we need to look all of these and get suggestion from seniors. So all this will helps. Like nowadays,
Hmm.
banks are very easy to lend their money.
Hmm.
Even without I-20, they can give us money.
So
In order
first
to apply,
I-20 will come and then you will approach the banks.
yeah, what happened is if we show I-20, the bank will provide us a loan.
Okay.
Okay, for most of the students, to get I-20, we need to show some funds for universities. So in that case, it will be difficult for all the students here in India, so international people. So in my case, I took a education loan prior getting my I-20. So banks are so flexible in that they will give you sanction letter and you can get the I-20 and then you can move for disbursement.
Okay. So education loan for I-20 and then after I-20 more loan. Is that what you're saying?
No, sir. In order to get I-20, a student should show their family funds. It could be
Hmm.
their own funds or should it could be a loan. But earlier, no banks was providing education loan without I-20. So in that case, nowadays banks are very flexible. They can give sanction letter and we can get the I-20
Okay.
as sooner.
Hmm. Wonderful. So that's all. I think, Pranav, a lot of information from your side. Now, anything you want to tell the students who are listening to us? Any message? Though you have told all the details.
As said earlier, sir, one student should start applying earlier. He
Mm.
should start 6 to 8 months before the deadline,
Okay.
so that
The-
he can research on the universities. He can talk to seniors there, professors, and get
mm,
good knowledge on the universities, and then start to apply there. And
mm.
one important thing is they need to check the university website and their requirements to for the admission. Like
Okay.
as I said, Duolingo is accepted by most of the universities, despite of
Mm,
Ivy League or normal, safe or moderate universities. You can give Duolingo. You can save a lot of money, and
mm.
just need to research on the universities. That's all. You'll be
Okay.
getting more.
Okay. I think I forgot to ask you one question. After spending so much of money and going abroad and all, do students need to fear for the job?
It's same fear for me as I don't know how it is going there. If I have to say, in the field of construction, in the field of civil engineering, it is damn good. That's what. Like most of the seniors who spend 50 lakhs are earning 80 lakhs easily. Not easily, but the average salary is 80 lakhs. They can cover up the loan within 2 to 3 years easily.
Mm, mm. Okay, that's wonderful. So, Pranav, we also want that you earn more than 100 lakh, 1 CR, and you
Thank you.
pursue
Thank you.
really
Thank
good
you.
there. So it was a wonderful achievement, Pranav, especially your attitude that, okay, if I could not get IIT Bombay, let's go to Ivy League. That is a really wonderful, and I'm very sure there will so many Indian students here who wants to pursue really good career. So money is only one resource. If you spend 80 lakh, if you spend 50 lakh and you earn 80 lakh, it speaks everything. So if you spend 5 lakh, you earn 8 lakh. You spend 50 lakh, you earn 80 lakh. It is all about that. So students should think money in that perspective, and they need to take little bit bold decisions in their career and life, and that is something which is very, very important. So Pranav, let me thank you for the time you spared for this interaction, and I wish you all the very best for your academic journey ahead in United States of America.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to tell all the students, don't fear, just keep on applying. You'll someday achieve great, and all the best for your journey. And I'm happy to help if anyone from civil engineering background. I'm happy to
Yes.
help them.
Yes.